Azerbaijan has declared a ceasefire after 24 hours of fighting in the disputed Caucasus region of Nagorno-Karabakh between Azerbaijan's military and ethnic Armenian forces. They've said they're carrying out an anti-terror operation against Armenian separatists. Now, Nikol Pashinyan, the Armenian Prime Minister, accused Azerbaijan of ethnic cleansing. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to hold urgent talks with all sides. I want to welcome now here to the studio to Suleymanov, the ambassador of the Republic of Azerbaijan to the United Kingdom. Welcome to you, Ambassador.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
It's good to have you here. We're now seeing an end of fighting, violent confrontation in Nagorno-Karabakh. It goes back decades. Is this the end to it? Dare you believe it is the end of that violence?
I hope so. Sir. Indeed, one of the reasons we believe that is because the stipulation of the latest ceasefire agreement touches upon the core problem which we've been facing, and that is the withdrawal of the troops of the Republic of Armenia on our territory. You know, since 2020, there was agreement between Russia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Those troops were supposed to be withdrawn. Unfortunately, despite the denials of the Armenian side, in fact, even now, Armenian Prime Minister says it's not true, but the Armenian separatists in Azerbaijan and the Russian peacekeepers, in their text of the agreement, have acknowledged that the Armenia's foreign troops on our territory will be withdrawn.
Yes.
And I think we hope, because there was a core problem, including with the delivery of landmines into Azerbaijan territory, or a security problem, I think resolving it would open the door for normalization.
Well, one would hope for an end to the killing. Armenia, as you say, deny the presence of Armenian troops in that country. You insist that Armenian troops have been present there. There have been, well, a number of deaths among innocent civilians, haven't there?
Armenian forces shelled Azerbaijani city of Shusha. They killed one civilian. I know that Azerbaijani forces have very specific instructions. President Aliyev reiterated that instructions publicly, not to target civilians, and we did everything in our power not to do that. We use very high precision weapons. Unlike the Armenian forces in 1990s, we do not target civilians, and that's why civilians, after the end of the war in 2020, Armenian civilians live in Karabakh region. It's important. But again, it's not only us saying that Armenian forces are in Karabakh. It is also the Russian peacekeeping contingent and the Armenian separatists themselves. It's not us. They signed that agreement. In fact, if Mr. Pashinyan has a disagreement with his own ethnic kin there, I mean, that's a different issue. But now it's obvious that they were there. And I do hope that we do have a normalization. I do hope that we move towards peace and integration of the Armenian community.
I wonder how we got to this point. Has it anything to do you believe, with the fact that Russia, which has been behind Armenia, have they been so distracted and weakened by the war in Ukraine that it has helped to bring this about?
You mean the latest conversation? Well, I mean, this is a business which goes back to November 2020. In November 2020, Armenia committed to recognize territorial integrity of Azerbaijan and withdraw its forces from Azerbaijan. It hasn't. We had landmines planted in Azerbaijan every day. Just 2 days ago, there was an explosion killing civilians. And those landmines were produced and brought from Armenia in 2021 in violation of all the agreements. So I think, if anything we could say about Russia and the Russian peacekeeping contingent, that it has not fulfilled its mission of completely disarming and removing the threat from Armenian forces present there.
And lastly, let me ask you now, in the future, do you anticipate your country will establish closer relationships with the United States and with the European Union?
We have excellent relations with the United States. We have excellent relations with the European Union. In fact, UK is the largest investor in Azerbaijan, and the European Union is our great partner in energy security and other issues. Unlike Armenia, we don't have Russian bases on our territory, and unlike Armenia, we are not member of CSTO, which is a collective security treaty organization led by Russia.
Suleymanov, the ambassador of Azerbaijan to the UK, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation.